You have never wasted a single day, not one. Every hour you spent avoiding the thing that mattered, your brain was working hard. It was protecting you from something you still haven't named. They told you it's a time problem. You bought the planner, you set the timer, you still didn't start. Because you don't have a time problem. You have a feeling you can't sit in. And here's the part nobody says out loud. This stopped being about tasks years ago. It's about who you're becoming while you wait. Researchers once tracked students through a full semester. At first, the procrastinators were winning. Less stress, better mood, more fun. Then the deadlines came. By the end, they were sicker, more anxious, and behind everyone else. But the real discovery came later, when scientists caught people in the exact moment of avoiding. They weren't relaxing. Pagers buzzed and the answers came back. Guilt, dread the whole time. Avoidance wasn't giving them pleasure. It was removing a pain. Feel the difference. You don't scroll because the phone is fun. You scroll because the silence after it hurts. Watch yourself tonight. It's 11 p.m. The laptop is open. The file is right there, one click away. And your hand moves to the other tab. You didn't think about it. There was no decision, just a flicker of tightness in your chest, and then the warm nothing of scrolling. That flicker is the entire story. Your whole future is being negotiated in that half second, and you've never once watched it happen. Tonight, you will. Before we go deeper, one word in the comments. The thing you're avoiding, is it boredom or a verdict? Boredom or verdict. Here's how the trade works. You look at the task, something tightens in your chest. You open another tab, and the tightness lets go. Instantly, a relief you can feel in your body. Your brain marks that relief like a payment. So tomorrow, it sells you the same escape again. You're not failing at discipline. You're being paid to quit every single day. Now stop. Because everything you just accepted is about to break. You think the person paying the price is you. It isn't. Scientists once scanned people's brains while they thought about themselves, then about a stranger, then about themselves 10 years from now. For many people, future you and the stranger lit up the same. Read that again. The person who inherits tonight's avoidance is filed in your own head under other people. So of course you do it. You're not hurting yourself. You're robbing someone you've never met who happens to have your name. And it goes deeper because this machinery wasn't built for deadlines. It was built for survival. For most of human history, dread meant danger. Feel dread, move away, live. Your body still runs that law. Only now the danger is a blank page, an unsent email, a phone call, things that can't bite hitting the alarm built for things that actually bleeds. Look at what you avoid. Not the boring tasks, you do those fine. You avoid the ones with your name on them. The novel, the business, the conversation. Why? Because unfinished, they can still be brilliant. Untested, you can still be special. Avoidance isn't protecting your time, it's protecting a story, the story of who you could be, by making sure reality never gets to grade it. Every day you don't start, the dream stays safe and gets smaller. That's the trade you've actually been making, not comfort for time, safety for size. And the cost compounds in silence. Nobody's dream dies in one dramatic moment. It dies on a Tuesday, quietly. Another evening traded, another inch off the story, until one day you meet someone doing the thing you were going to do, and something in your chest goes cold. That's not jealousy, that's recognition. You just met the version of you who kept starting. The gap between you and them was never talent. It was a few hundred half seconds, the flicker, the tab, the relief, multiplied by years. There's a name for what you're protecting, by the way, potential. It might be the most expensive word in your life. Potential is the only asset that grows by never being spent and rots you while it grows.
the student with potential who never submits, the future founder still researching. Every one of them is rich on paper in a currency no one accepts. So look at the thing you've been avoiding. You thought of it before I finished the sentence. Now, drop the wrong question, when will I do it, and ask the real one. What do I feel when I imagine finishing it? Boredom, you can survive. Confusion, you can survive. But if the answer is, I'm afraid of what the finished thing says about me, there it is. The opponent finally has a face. And the task was never the threat. The verdict was. And one more thing. Start ugly. The first 10 minutes are allowed to be terrible. They're supposed to be. Because the dread isn't guarding the work, it's guarding the verdict. And a rough draft delivers no verdict. It just breaks the spell. Tomorrow, the feeling comes back. Your brain offers the same deal, a stranger's future for one comfortable evening. Most people sign it their whole lives and call it a personality. You've seen the contract now. So here's the question you don't get to escape. If you keep choosing the safe version of you, who exactly is living your life? Someone is. Make sure it's not the smaller one. This file stays open. They always do.